So here we are, part two of the Atlantis project that I would do as president. So creating the city under the sea would create a couple of unique environments. First, one of that environment is a social experiment. It would lump all the cultures of a bunch of people together into an confined area. So we'd have to work with each culture. Same thing, community. Right now, on a day-to-day basis, people spend a lot of time working, and what happens to the children? So community is another aspect of this social event of building the city on the bottom of the ocean. Housing, again, we're confining people to a small space, so housing would be taken into consideration on how that's done. And family, it wouldn't just include single people. It would be married with children. There'd be all sorts of families that we'd want to involve in this, just to kind of get the see of how that would work on the bottom of the ocean. Another aspect of that social experiment is the job, the wages. What's your goal? How do you advance in those situations? And a lot of that would come to the planning of why we do this. Atlantis was considered to be the top of the best of the best. Best technology, best culture. I want to create something that kind of reflects that same image and moves forward with that. So every job that we have up above the ocean would be at the bottom of the ocean. The difference would be is you'd be contracted into your employment. You couldn't quit your job once you're at the bottom of the ocean. It'd also be a 5-year contract. Everybody would be down there for 5 years. There's really no way out of that. Once you sign that contract, you're there for 5 years, doing whatever position you fill. That's not to say there wouldn't be an ability to change or advance. And that wouldn't be to say that we wouldn't be adding people to the city yet constantly. But everybody would be under that same 5 years. So how would that work? Well, first off, you would have to start with being conditioned to get to the bottom of the ocean. And then 2, every person would be assigned a position that they're filling. Once you've been assigned your position, you would work towards any other positions you would like. So if you started off as maintenance, the person sweeping the floors, there would be classes and education that you could do that would advance you up the ladder to maybe food service, or getting to a scientist, or getting to a manager. All of that stuff would be a part of the program. The housing in the community, we want families and we want singles. We want people that would get together. We want to be able to simulate the entire culture that we have above the ocean, that we have the dating process, we have marriage, we have families, we have children. That all would be a part of this social experiment.